All right, get on in here. I got a big surprise for you guys today. All right, we're inside the legendary Sutro Tunnel, except this time it's been modified and reinforced. And I got my friends over here. Yeah, I've got friends.
My name is Spencer Davidson. I was hired on here at the Sutro Tunnel to be the caretaker. I took over for Asa Gilmore.
Hi, I'm Taylor Hamby. I'm the fundraising manager with Friends of Sutro Tunnel Charity. We're out here making friends and raising funds to go back another 50 feet.
So how much more money do you need to get back 3 miles?
A lot.
So you see this section here. Every 5 feet is $8,000.
Wow. Now these are the real deal. This isn't those fake sets that you see over at the Bass Pro Shop. Every 5 feet, you're looking at $8,000.
Right.
And the reason why is because they had to purchase a forest. They really purchased a forest so they would have the actual wood that they used back in the old days, because the growth rings are so tight and it creates a lot of strength in the structure. And the lagging is fantastic on these things. Of course, they got foam and concrete on the top. That's why these things are so expensive to go every 5 feet. And of course, the plan is to get back as far as they can. What I would love to see is them to get 3 miles in there, back to the original workings where the Savage is and all the other mines that are connected that are draining, especially the combination shaft and all the branches that come off of that. That's what the goal is. Of course, that's gonna require millions of dollars, and that's where you guys come in at. So we're gonna get into that later, but right now I know you're itching to see what's in here, because I'm itching too. So let's see what we got in here.
Let's go.
What do you got in there, Frog?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's so cute, look at him.
He probably lives in our pond.
Yeah.
You remember last time you had daylight? You were.
Yep. Nice.
You walk right over that pile.
Yeah, I did, and I wanted to keep going.
Construction of the Sutro Tunnel commenced in 1869 and was completed in 1878, taking about 9 years to finish. The tunnel's construction involved a workforce of approximately 1,000 men at its peak, and these included miners, engineers, laborers, and support personnel. The Sutro Tunnel is approximately 3.2 miles long and had 4 air shafts spaced approximately 2,000 feet apart along the Sutro Tunnel route. An estimated 3 million pounds, or 1,300 tons of dynamite, or giant powder as it was called, was used during the construction of the tunnel and costed approximately $5 million. Casualties on Sutro's tunnel is not well documented, but it is estimated that several dozen workers lost their lives during its construction. One such event was a fearful explosion of giant powder that occurred at the shaft house of shaft number 2 of the Sutro Tunnel, by which that building was torn to pieces. And John Martin, a windlass man, was instantly killed when he was at a forge engaged in the thawing of giant powder dynamite. On October 19th, 1869, the last big blast with cartridges of giant powder broke away the narrow strip of rock which separated the Sutro Tunnel from the deep level of the Savage mine. The Sutro Tunnel was now over 20,000 feet long and had been cut through basement rocks of andesite, trachyte, and propylite. The tunnel played a crucial role in draining the water from the Comstock mines, as well as creating ventilation and an emergency escape for the miners. The tunnel is estimated to have removed 3 to 5 million gallons of water a day from the mines of the Comstock lode, preventing the mines from becoming inundated and enabling mining operations to continue safely. The total cost of constructing the Sutro Tunnel was approximately $5 million and required substantial fundraising and financial backing to complete the project. Today, the Sutro Tunnel is being cleaned out and restored so that visitors can safely witness a symbol of mining engineering innovation and determination of the late 19th century.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great experts on there. We've got Robeson Engineering and
Nice.
Simerson Construction on the
I
safety
like that.
standards. We're all excited as hell to go back as far as we can, but we have to do it safely. And so
Yes.
that's why we've
Safety
got...
first.
And
I
that's
agree,
right.
100%.
That's why we've got, our experts on it.
Nice.
So we'll have to invite you back out when we get back farther.
I know, right? I have, when you get past, I'd say the 1,000-foot mark, or possibly the air shaft, the number 1 air shaft, because I've seen photos, but I don't know. Is it going to be double all the way back, or does it condense down to a single?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, I was always amazed at how much infrastructure went in to creating the Sutro tunnel, and all of that stuff is gone. This one, all you see now is just a metal grate over the top of it. There's nothing there whatsoever. Not a scrap of wood, nothing. And we've dropped cameras down that one. All right, I got another air shaft over here. This is directly in line with the Sutro. Sutro is about maybe 1,200 feet down. I'm gonna try to send a camera down there and see what it sees. Ooh, that's a deep one too. That is a deep one, baby. Oh, he's deep. And it never made it to the bottom. And it's amazing that this is all inside of it.
there.
And they had the hoisting works, the flat cables, all this infrastructure's gone. If you look down the shaft, there's not a scrap of lumber because they pulled all the lumber out.
I think they'll give you access to it, but right now I've got access to everything but the tunnel.
Right.
I think it would take clearance from the engineer.
See how big that thing is? That's a lot of volume of water coming out of there. And this is what I was talking about. It goes from a 2-compartment to a single. It's too risky.
Yeah.
But I think they could do it. If he has plans, why not? So that's another reason why we need your donations out there, because he wants to rebuild a small-scale replica of the mill so that he can do some gold panning out here. Have you guys come out here and try your hand at panning out some of that shiny, okay? So don't worry, there's a link down below where you can make your donations at. And of course, I'll leave links to everything that has to do with Friends of the Sutro down below so that you guys can get involved too, because I'm telling you, this is the last piece of history that's living for Virginia City.
This is for single jack drilling. It's a block that they made for contests. Yeah, single jack drilling. I'm sure you've had videos on it before, but they start with a starter bit and then they just start smacking it. They add a little bit of water and then turn it. Smack it, turn it, smack it, turn it, smack it, turn it. This is the Mackie Muckers setup.
Nice.
So yeah, they're gonna be here, I think September 23rd. Don't quote me on that one.
Okay, the Mackie Muckers, everybody's heard of them.
Yes, yes. And then that Swede saw over there, that's also for the Mackie Muckers.
Right, so they can cut timber.
So they can cut timber.
Tip this thing up, run it back, fill it up, bring it over, dump it out. Yeah, woo, that brings back memories. If you guys never seen a mucking contest, I'm going to leave a link down below. As far as the donations go, has that been positive for you guys?
Oh, it's been so helpful. It's the reason why they were able to hire me.
Right.
So now we have 2 employees of Friends of Sutro Tunnel now. It's been so helpful in getting back. I mean, that was fundraising, and donation was just getting back 50 feet.
Right.
I mean, it's been incredible. People are donating not only money, but time, expertise,
Right.
Knowledge.
Their skills
and
labor.
It's such an amazing community support that we've received. It's keeping these buildings standing.
Yeah, I'm digging another Sutro tunnel. I got square nails forever over here. Look at this. Nice, huh? It's just everywhere. I was told by Spencer over here that he was out here one day panning and he found some gold right next to the Sutro tunnel. That's all you gotta tell me. Forget about all this other stuff. I gotta have that gold.
There you are, Mr. Pocket.
Yep, I know you're up there.
And then
I know you're there.
And then not really the right tub for this guy.
That's okay. At least you got water. All right, you get out of there. Shake that monkey down. Why is a 2x4 not a 2x4? Why can't it be a 2x4 like it should be?
Like it was back in the old days.
Yeah, and I understand rough cut and planing and all that and drawing.
It was just to save money. Save lumber, make more out of it. But
So it comes down to money.
it comes down to money and
Thank
the
you.
amount of lumber that you were able to get out of a tree.
Finally, somebody who tells me the truth. It's always about money.
If that's why you look at the timbers that you see,
I know.
that's 2 inches. That's
Yeah.
not 1.5 inches.
And all the old places we've ever been, even some of the older houses, I go through with a tape measure. She's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? I'm measuring these 2x4s. These are actually 2x4s.
Yeah. They figured they could get more out of the tree if they took a 1/2 inch out of each piece.
Gotta make some kind of money there, Bob.
That's not 6 inches.
Oh, yeah, you
Is that
would
what
know.
you tell?
Wait a minute, it works the other way, right? I know. PG, PG. Come on, sweetie, this is our new honeymoon house.
Oh, that'd be very nice.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it up. Nice. Beautiful, huh, sweetie? Get it. Think about, oh, how much money I'm making today.
So which one of these houses do I get to rehab to live in?
You want to go up there, huh?
Well, come on, let's go!
Yeah.
Again in the board.
Imagine shaving. Do. What? See, it's perfect for us because we're short, so we won't hit our head on it.
Who is it?
And you're a carpenter, so you should.
Yeah, I know.
For stash?
Look at this. These are square nails for you greenhorns out there. These have to be handmade and forged. You can't go down to Home Depot and Lowe's and buy them. Come on. Oh, it's raining. That's good luck.
That is good luck. I think that's Adolf Sutro saying hello.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about ready to jump in there with you. And it's fully functional.
So here's the clutch.
Nice.
The clutch will engage the drum or disengage the drum.
Right?
Right now it's disengaged, but it is freewheeling under its just under drag and whatnot. So
Okay.
I can stop the drum pretty easily
Oh yeah, with the brake.
with the brake. Once I start to bring the clutch in, even with the brake engaged,
Oh yeah.
it starts to turn again.
That is so cool. I always like how they got the clutches on these things. That is so
Now,
cool.
The clutch and the brake are both wood lined. It's not asbestos, it's not brake material, it's wood. Blocks of wood.
Wow. So those would have to periodically be changed out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they wear.
Wow.
But they still have good holding power even when they're wet.
Holy
Which is a little
cow.
surprising. See, right now that it's stopped
Yeah.
because there's a little bit of extra drag from the brake. So that
Nice.
it turns it. This is your story pole.
Yeah, that's like a depth indicator.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. So the story pole tells you the story of where the other end of the cable is at.
Nice. You know, I've never seen a pole. I always see a rack going across them.
And sometimes it's a dial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big wide dial.
This one just happens to have a pole.
That's what that big old honker is. Yeah,
Everybody-
that's right there. And you can mark the different levels in the mine.
Right. Now I don't have that hooked up right now because since the cable never gets pulled back out,
Right.
this would wind up going all the way to the top and dead
Wow.
end. So
So how did you get it? Was it already running?
it was not running when Stan got it. Now he put another cylinder and piston on it.
Okay.
But the cylinder was cracked up pretty badly and pretty well destroyed. It had been frozen. But when I got it, it was in running condition. Now I've changed the layout on it, so.
Right.
But I will never do like what they call a restoration. I will never grind all the rust off and paint it.
No, heck no.
We'll leave it as you see it.
This thing has got to weigh a ton.
5 tons,
5 tons.
10,000 pounds.
How many feet can you get on that drum?
Just a guess, maybe 400.
Nice. Thank you for your time, my friend.
Certainly.
I've heard the name, but I don't think I met him.
Oh, great historian.
He's a, oh gosh,
60s?
60s,
Yeah.
maybe. Took a jar of water and he said he was thirsty. He wanted some water. She goes, yeah, there's water in the car. So he goes to the car, he drinks this water. And
Oh no.
no, it was.
You got the stove set up. I love that. You got the little bar tap. I like that. This wasn't here last time.
No, I actually just built that for one of our events.
And check this out. Karma Sutro Pale Ale, the official beer of the Sutro Tunnel, right
No
here from
way.
Fox Brewery in Carson City.
Yeah, where Slim is on the roof.
With Slim's cousin.
Slim's cousin.
I built a little crash box with 2 reservoirs, so now I have 2 boxes. So I can put a whole school. If a field trip or somebody wanted to come up there with a bunch of kids.
Now wait a minute. That means the trough is full of gold.
No, because I teach them how to pan it out pretty well, so nobody's lost any gold in that trough.
Can I give it a
preloaded-
shot?
Absolutely.
And I want to see if there is any gold in that trough. I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be great.
So I got a couple buckets here. I'm going to go over to Spencer's place here. I'll tell you more about his place when we get over there. But he's got some panning troughs over there so you guys can practice and get some gold and some gemstones. But I figured he's got the perfect setup for me to try to pan out some things that I found in the neighboring hills. So come on, let's go. Okay, let me check your,
You check that.
just out of
I'm
curiosity.
interested to see if you pull anything out of there.
And yeah, you're gonna get wet. Can you imagine the old timers doing this all day long? And they did it so they could live.
Yep.
All right, it's about as far down as I want to go. Get some sunlight on that thing. Here we go, moment of truth. Come on, baby. No, that's all sulfides. Ah, nobody likes sulfides. For you greenhorn out there, that's pyrite. Basically sulfur and iron. Gold can travel with it. All right, I didn't see anything in there.
You want to try this one?
Yeah.
There might be something in that one.
Wink, wink. Metal pans are a little trickier because they don't have those super ripples on them. So you gotta play with it a little more. So we're just gonna rock that. And look at that. I got 4 pieces.
There's a 4 piece in there. Look at that.
Ta-da! 4 pieces, yeah, baby. So did I find an extra one for you?
I think you did.
I always seem to have that luck.
That's actually not my gold. My gold is all this size right here. That's what I put in my pans.
Nice.
That came out of Home Depot sand.
Nice. We're gonna find out what's in these buckets over here. Now this came out of that one spot that I told you about that produced 40,000 ounces of gold. This is the whole tertiary river channel here. So remember what I told you. The reason why you classify, because if you have a little tiny piece of gold in there and a big old cobble, it's gonna take a lot of water pressure to move this, and that little piece of gold is gonna move a lot sooner than this little guy right here. Because if everything is the same size in the pan, gold will win out every time. Comes down to density. Nice river rock, see the oxides on there, isn't that beautiful? Now that's about as full as I like right there. Remember what I taught you, knead it like you're making bread. Because the gold is 19.3 times heavier than water. If you do this, it'll help get it to drop to the bottom. And that way, you don't run risk of losing your gold. Now, we're gonna agitate this material and get it to stratify even further to get the gold, if there's gold in there, or heavies to drop to the bottom. The way you do that is you vigorously shake back and forth, back and forth. Now anything heavy now is at the very bottom, right now. And then I'm gonna tilt forward, and as I tilt forward, anything heavy is gonna slide to the front and all the lighters are gonna come to the top. Now if I wanted to, I could use the back of my hand and rake the material out. If I was in a hurry and I wanted to get this stuff out because I wanted to sample 100 locations in a day because I'm starving to death and I need that gold, that is a faster way to do it. Like I said, you can rake or you can use the water to do it for you. It's totally your preference. Stratify, tilt. Now that I'm down to less material, I can actually use the water to wash the lighter material out the top. Swirl it, get it back in the pan. As you get down to the final amount, you want to get slow. Just like that. Now, I always like to give it about 3 or 4 taps on the side of the pan with it tilted forward. And the ideology behind that is if there's any smaller gold that's stuck in the upper section of the riffle, it'll actually bounce down to the bottom. tap. I'm gonna swirl the lighter material off, and I'm gonna do a patent move called the Williams wiggle.
What is
okay?
that?
Pay attention. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And that is what I'm talking about.
Wow! Are you kidding me, right?
Now, if that doesn't get your blood pumping, nothing will.
Wow!
40,000 ounces of this material came out of that spot.
I thought I was gonna see a couple pieces. I did not know I was gonna see that.
Now, we usually get double that in our pans out of our drift mine.
Really?
Yep, and then we bag it up and we give it away.
That is amazing.
Thank you, that was amazing.
You bet. If you want to do some gold panning in Virginia City, there's only one place that I know of that you can do it, and that's where?
At Mount Davidson Panning, right here on C Street, right on Main Street.
Yeah, you can't miss it. I mean, when you first come into town, it's right here on the right. And there's a little Slim Shady up there on the roof. You can't miss it. And like I said, it's great for the kids. He's got all kinds of gemstones, sulfides, gold, anything you can imagine. So come up here, give it a shot. Don't forget, down below is the link for
thesutrotunnel.org.
because that's where you're gonna make your donations at to help them get that thing finished so that they can pop up here. Because that's where it goes, 3 miles long. Can you imagine that? You got any shout outs?
No, not really.
So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that like button. So come on, let's go!